In this video, I'll be talking about a new feature I've added into Maize version, and that feature is happiness, or friendship. If you don't know what happiness is, it's just a number that goes with every Pokemon. It goes up when good things happen to the Pokemon and down when bad things happen. It's been around since Gold, Silver, Crystal, and so I thought it'd be cool to bring it into the Gen 1 engine. In Maize version, happiness increases when walking around, so every 256 steps, each Pokemon in your party gains 1 happiness point. It increases when a Pokemon levels up, and it increases when a Pokemon is fed a vitamin, so like a calcium or a protein or any of those. And the only way happiness decreases is when a Pokemon faints. There's no hair cutters or anything like that right now, although that's on my to-do list. So if you give your Pokemon a haircut, the happiness will increase or something like that. I have added a happiness checker. So inside this Pokemon Center right here, there's an NPC who will give she'll kind of give you a hint about how happy your Pokemon is, the first one in your party. And so I guess I can show that right now. I have three Eevees here. The first one, we'll pretend I just caught it, and its happiness value is exactly 70 right now. And these two Eevee, their happiness is 240, so they're going to evolve if they level up, because that's happy enough. And yeah, the person should give us a positive review of our Pokemon when I talk to her. But this first one is not very happy, so she doesn't seem a bond between the two of us. Darn. And so now I'll put a happy Eevee at the front of the party and see what she says. Cool. So that gives us a good indication that the Pokemon is pretty happy and can probably evolve. I guess it's worth noting that I've added Umbreon and Espeon to the game, and their evolutions work as they should work. So when an Eevee is happy enough, when its happiness value is greater than 220, it'll evolve, and depending on night or day too, because Maize version has night and day system. So if I give a rare candy to the unhappy Eevee, which is this one, it shouldn't evolve. Good. And if I give a rare candy to this happy Eevee, it should evolve into an Espeon because it's daytime. And it looks like it is. Cool. And then I'll change it to night here, and we'll just show Umbreon too. Alright, hang on a sec while I change it to night. Alright, so it should be nighttime now, and it is. So I'll give a rare candy to this other happy Eevee, and we should have an Umbreon. And it looks like it's working. Cool. So there's a bit of a trade-off when implementing happiness. I had to find space for 1 byte to represent the happiness value. And I realized that every Pokemon has an original trainer name, so that's 11 bytes for a pretty useless piece of information in my opinion. So before, when you went to the stat screen, in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, there would be a line that says OT, and then it shows the name of the original trainer. And so I've gotten rid of that. Now I just have free bytes that I can use for whatever I want, and I used one of them for happiness so far. So I guess that does mean when you trade a Pokemon from this game to like a red version or gold version or whatever, the original trainer is going to appear pretty messed up in that game. But oh well, I don't think that's too big of a deal. Okay, so I guess with happiness, I could add a few more items to the game. I'll probably add something like a friendship ball, so when you catch a Pokemon, the friendship is, or the happiness ball. When you catch a Pokemon, the happiness is set to a high number, like 200 or something. And then maybe like a happiness ring to go along with it, but I don't know about that one. It seems less important. Cool, so to go along with Espeon and Umbreon, I just spoiled it. I've also added Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon to the game. And so right now I actually have a moss rock in the game, so that's where Leafeon comes in. If an Eevee gains a level near the moss rock, then it'll evolve into Leafeon. There's no ice rock yet, just because I haven't gotten to, the game isn't progressed far enough to like the ice cave or whatever it's gonna be. And also, I haven't. I'm eventually gonna add a move tutor. Eevee evolves into Sylveon when when it knows a fairy move and it levels up. Anyway, so there's no way for Eevee to learn a fairy move right now, but there will be in the future. So I'm gonna teleport to Arbor Hollow right now, which is where the Moss Stone is, and just show you the Leafeon event. Alright, cool. So we're in Arbor Hollow now. And here is Moss Rock. Surface is covered in moss. Touching it feels good somehow. I think that's kind of an awkward phrasing, but that's what it is in the official game, so I stuck with it. And this guy thinks he's onto something. So maybe we'll take his advice and give a rare candy to our Eevee here. And there's Leafeon. Cool. Well, I think that wraps up the stuff I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks.